Hello everyone, welcome to my new video. What is this video about? Well, it's about this button here. You see this button up here? It's like got a flat and a sharp sign on it, and when you click it, it sort of reveals this stuff. What is this? Well, basically this means that we can use musical scales in creative and interesting ways. Why would you want to do that? Well, we're going to find out. We're going to find out what this does. We're going to find out how it works, and we're going to see if it can give us any ideas and how we feel about that whilst we're messing about. So this whole idea works in all kinds of ways, and I'm going to try and cover as many of them as possible. So to start with, let's just go and get some drums. Let's get some drums in here. I'm just going to use some presets today. I don't really have the time to design all the sounds from scratch because there's so much that we have to cover. Let's close the browser. Press the capture button. Look at that. That's good, isn't it? Quantize that. All right, so we've got a beat. That's good. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a new MIDI track, and I'm going to go in here and I'm going to draw in some 16th notes here on C1. Okay, there, like that. And I'm going to zoom in a little bit. I'm going to stop the transport, and I'm going to turn off the pen, select all of these, and go to the chance. So I'm going to pull the chance down here to around 50%, and I'm going to get the velocity, pull that all the way down, and turn up the deviation. Now, why have I done that? Well, because I just want some 16th note triggers that are a little bit random, and let's see what happens. Because what I want to do is first look at how you can use the scale mode with scale-aware MIDI effects. So let's go and get a random. Let's put a random on that track. Let's rename this track to bass 1, call it bass 1. Now let's go and find a fun bass sound. Let's go to the sounds, let's go to bass, see what we have here. What's this? That's quite good. Oh, bloody hell. Come on, let's just find a bass. Come on, I just want a bass now. That one. Okay, that one will do. Right. Okay, so now when I play this track, play this clip, rather. Oh, yeah. I am vibing already, but I tell you what, let's put a limiter on the master just because I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe some loud noises will happen. We'll all be fine, though. Right. Yeah. It's all right. Okay, so if I set this to C minor blues and I go into this clip, you will see that down here, this is now C minor blues. And I believe on this one, that one is C major. We don't need to worry about that. In fact, we can turn that one off. Now look what happens when I turn that off. When I turn that one off, it turns off up here. Strange, isn't it? Because that is actually kind of a representation of what the scale is on the currently selected clip. So if I select this one, you'll see that it switches to C minor blues because that's what we've set there. Interesting. So this kind of works on a per clip and per track basis, but we can use this to set multiple clips, but we'll do that later. First of all, I want to look at this random thing. This is scale aware. So now when I turn this button on and randomize the notes, it's going to randomize it to C minor blues, which is the scale I've set in the clip. Interesting stuff. Let's try it. Yeah. I'm starting to get quite excited. Yeah, that's a minute. funky. That right? Okay, let's do some chords. Let's get something. Let's make a new track. Let's go. We'll call this one chords 1, and let's just go and go in the browser again. Let's see what we've got here. What have we got? Lead. Let's pluck piano keys, strings. Let's have those strings. So piano keys. I think that's Boards of Canada style sort of thing. Oh, that's nice. I don't want ones with chords in though. I just want. Let's see what that one's like. It's a wavetable thing. Right, so we'll do the same thing here. I'll just draw in a couple of sort of eighth notes, maybe like here, like this. Yeah, that's fine. And then I'm going to go and do pretty much the same thing. I'm going to pull down the chants and maybe pull down the velocity and just deviate it a little bit. Okay. Okay. Right, let's go and get the chord. Let's get the chord. Let's put the chord in here. Right, so the chord is, hey, do you know what? I'm using full-length browser. Sorry, I'm slightly distracted by this. I don't know how I feel about it yet, but you can extend the browser all the way down to the bottom. Don't know how I feel about that. I quite like having the browser open all the time, and this sort of, I don't know how I feel. Anyway, let's see. Let's just go with this. Oh my goodness me. Right, let's turn on the scale awareness for the chord, and then we can go, let's say a third, and then a fifth, and maybe a seventh or something. Let's see. Whoa, what did I just do there? Let's just type it in 7. Okay, so we can randomize that with a random random before to randomize the root note. Let's put that to something like 50%, and then let's put the chances down to something like 7, and then let's put another one so that we can randomize the voice, but not so often. Let's say something like this. Let's see what that's like. I'm not a huge fan of that sound. Well, let's try that one. See what that one's like. Oh, what's this? All right, that's interesting. Some sort of Max for Live thing. Where's the filter? We could do like a bit of note echo maybe here. So this is vibe. Right, so now let's maybe do like a lead. What could we do for a lead? Let's get another MIDI track in, and we'll call this one lead 1. And for this one, I'll just do one note like this. Put that there like that. And then I'm going to get a arpeggiator. Put the arpeggiator in here. The arpeggiator is also scale aware. Not going to use it on this time. Not going to use it this time though. Put that there. Let's put it maybe to 1/4. Let's get a chord here. This we're going to make scale aware. Put that like that. I'll put that. It doesn't really matter. These are all just random. Okay, this one we're going to put the chants on chants. These to 50%, 50%, 50%, 50% on this, and we're going to randomize this one to all the way up, and we'll put another one. Oh, turn that one on. Yeah, and turn that one on. Right, and let's. Right, we need an instrument. Let's go back to sounds. Let's go for leads. Let's see what we have. That could be good. Oh, flute. that'll do. Let's use that one. Okay. All right, so for this one, maybe I'll do like some clip automation on the rate of the arpeggiator. So let's unlink it. Let's maybe put this to 1.5 bars, and we'll do something like we'll have a 8th note here or something, and then maybe a couple of 16th notes here, and then maybe another 8th note here or something, and then maybe a couple of other 16th notes here. No, another 8th note there. Okay. Oh, that's a little bit, I think maybe a little bit high. Let's come down an octave, maybe. Okay, right. Let's go and get the expression control. Let's put the expression control on the at the start here, and I'm just going to click remote on this random and map that to the arpeggiator style. And maybe what I'll do is let's get a note length in here. Yeah, okay. I'm going to get another expression control, put that after the arpeggiator, and then use the random to map the length of the note length so that we can have a little bit of phrasing and then all the same length. I mean, this is obviously the most banging thing I've ever made in my life, isn't it, really? Yeah, don't know what the synth is. I have no idea what this is. It's who cares? Okay, we've tamed it back a little bit now. So we've got a little vibe going, and we just did that with a load of scale-aware MIDI effects. So now that we're sort of in scale-aware territory with MIDI effects, we can take all of these clips and copy them. You'll see that some of them, so you'll see some stuff has happened here. So this is because some of them have different scales selected in the clip. So if I select these ones that have all got the same, we'll see that there's no change here. Now, I could go into the clip itself and change the scale. Let's see what happens if we do that. Let's change this to D sharp. Okay, so now we're in D sharp minor blues, and I believe all of them, yes, have moved to D sharp minor blues. If we undo that, then we can do that with, so I'm holding shift and pressing all the clips. We can do that with this. So up here, I can go up to D sharp. Now we're in D sharp minor blues. Now all of those have the same scale. So this can kind of work as a way to globally set clips to have specific scales. It's not a global tuning system by any means. It's more like a quick way to change multiple clips. So now I've done that. That has completely adjusted all of the the scale-aware devices. Don't scale a whale, that sounds awful. All of the scale-aware devices in the track are now locked to this scale. Anyway, I went up a minor third because I think that's quite a fun transposition. So let's go from this scene, which is in C minor blues, to this scene. In fact, let's use follow actions. Let's select all of these clips and we'll go to the follow action. We'll turn the follow action on and we'll say after 4 times, go to the next clip. So they're all going to just move to the next clip. If we trigger the scene at the same time, if we trigger the scene, all the clips at the same time, then they will all move to the next clip when they're done. Let's listen to that now. All right, sounds a bit dodgy actually. I think it's because I got that note echo on there. I'm going to turn that off. Let's do that again. Let's maybe bust that lead into a bit of reverb. Okay. What scene am I on? Okay, right. Let's maybe just move them all up to the top like this. All right, trigger the first scene. Let's go. Kind of a bit of a strange sound. Yeah. That's a little bit better. Anyway, so the point is that when they moved to the next scene, well, they didn't move to the next scene, they just moved to the next clip. But the way I've organized it is that so that they will kind of work as scenes. It changed all of the scale aware plugins to the scale that's in the clip, which we can see here. Very interesting. So we can kind of use follow actions to modulate around different scales and do some sort of fun key changey things. So let's just let's copy this, put that down there, and then this one. So we actually only really need to do it for the music ones, not the drums. So this one will go up another minor third, which would be F sharp, and then we'll do it again. Sorry, that was my phone. I'm sorry about that. Turn the phone off. So let's do that here. So this one will go up. So yeah, you can only go up a minor third 3 or 4 times in one octave. So all right, let's listen to it now. Sounds a little bit weird. I think maybe a minor blues was not a good idea, but tell you what, that's fine, because what we can do is that we can change that. So what we can do is that, all of these clips, I've changed the root note, but the scale is the same. But I tell you what, I can select all of these clips here like this. And you'll see that we've got this little asterisk here, and we've got that up there as well. That means that we've got multiple clips with different root notes, but I only want to change the scale. So I can change the scale to Dorian, and it's going to keep all the root notes. So if we look at this one now, we'll see that it's C Dorian. This one is D sharp Dorian. This is quite nice to manage. If you want to play around with this stuff, do some experimental key change, modal shifting modulation. I don't know what you want to call it. Just change the key, experiment, find something good might happen. synth. I'm sure it's very good, but it's just not really what I'm used to right now. So I'm just going to go and find another sound from the browser. What was I doing? Strings, mallets, keys. Let's see what keys we have. Flab. That's a funny name for a preset. Okay, all right. Let's trigger that first. Sounds a bit like Clone. Remember them? They were fun. Oh, the follow actions have all gone out. Adjust the velocity deviation on all of those clips. That's proving to be quite a challenge. How would you do that? Did you do that in there? Oh, okay. Have I just done that for all of the clips? Oh yeah. No, I didn't. Okay, I'll just do it whilst it's playing. It's fine. Of course, one thing that I didn't take into consideration just then is that as I'm moving the root note of the scale, the MIDI is actually in the clip. Is in some cases might not be the root note that's in the scale. So we can sort of look at that hit. Oh, it's kind of done it. It's sort of moved it, I think. Oh, has it done that? Let's have a look at this one. Yeah, interesting. Okay, let's give it another run through. Oh, it's because... why? Oh, I think it's because these clips are slightly longer. This is 2 bars. These are 1 bar. Yes. So maybe we can select all of these and select them all like that and pull them all down to 1 bar. Right. Now it's going to work. All right. Okay. So that is very interesting. You can do interesting things with follow actions and scale aware MIDI effects. And you just need to make sure that across multiple tracks, that the clips are sharing the same scale, which you set in here. That is very interesting. But let's move on. Let's try something else. So I'm going to keep that there. And I'm going to make a new MIDI track. I'm going to put that over here. Move that over there. Okay, I'm going to rename it drums. Well, actually, it doesn't matter. I'm going to get another drum kit anyway. So let's go to drums. Let's find just another kit. All right, that's fine. Okay. So for this one, I'll just draw this one in with the pen. Let's just do something like this. Let's see what this is like. Quite nice. It's an interesting snare. Very nice. Okay, so let's go and get another bass. Let's go to sounds. Let's go to bass. Let's just find... Oh, that's nice. Yes, very good. So for this one, I thought I would try and use some of the generators and do it with scale-aware generators. So let's go into a new clip and let's go to... We choose our scale here. We turn the scale on. I think that needs to be on. Okay, so I'm going to go to seed and I'm going to set my pitch here. Let's something like, okay, let's say that we want a low range of, let's say C1 up to C2. And we'll have a mixture of 16th notes and 8th notes. Is that right? 16th notes. Velocity, slightly more velocity. Let's see what that's like. All right. Let's maybe make that 4 bars long and generate again. Perfectly fine. All right, make another MIDI track. Chords 2. Let's find some chords in the browser. Strings. Nah. No. No. Maybe. What? No. Yeah, all right. All right, that'll do. Yeah. Okay. So let's do the same thing with some chords now. Let's make a new clip and we'll make it 4 bars long. And we'll go for the stacks, and I think you need to turn, what happens if we do this? Ah, right, okay, cool. All right, so we've got 4 chords. And so the second one, we will say, we'll move the root note down a little bit and the inversion up. And then the third one, we'll move the root note down a little bit more and then the inversion up. And then the fourth one, we'll move the root note up and the inversion down. That'll do. Let's have a listen to Brilliant. Perhaps an octave too low. Well, there it says it's C3. It doesn't sound like it. All right. Some sort of lead now. Lead. That might do. Just drop that in there and close the browser. Close the browser. Close the browser. Right, let's pull this down a little bit. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Let's go in here. Let's make a clip and make it 4 bars long. And then we'll go for seed. We'll go a little higher in pitch. Let's go from C3 to C4 or something like that. Slightly lower velocity and perhaps less density. Let's see what that gives. Quite good. Go wrong with the Dorian. It's a nice blend of majors and minors. You got your major second, your minor third, your minor seventh, and your major sixth. So it's actually perfectly symmetrical. So you've kind of got like a really nice balance of despair and hope. Was that the most pretentious thing I've ever said? I really like that. Not something I would make, but right. I mean, did I make that? Did I just make that? Or, you know, what happened there? I kind of made a decision that it was good enough to run with it. Interesting discussion, perhaps for another time. All right, so now let's do that all again, but with a different scale now. So we'll go in here, we'll do the same thing, but we'll just change the scale. So we'll do 4 notes, four bars, and then I'm going to change the root note again. I'm going to do this sort of 3 semitone, like a minor third transposition, but keep the mode the same. And yeah, we'll do the same thing for, yeah, interesting. All right, let's just see what this does then. Let's just see what this does. So that's actually just generated the same thing. Very hard to tell, but it's just moved it to D sharp. That's fine. So maybe what I might do is click on this and maybe change the root notes here, go up a little bit, pull the inversion down, then this one will go up a little bit, pull the inversion down, and then this one will go up a little bit more, and then pull the, actually let's go down and put the inversion up a little bit like that. So that they're kind of close together, close harmonies, you know. What are those under there? I don't know. I don't understand what that is. I don't understand. That's weird. Why are they these weird grey things? Okay, that's fine. Okay, same thing here as well. Okay, so this one has kind of, because this last clip, I'm kind of guessing here. We're working this out together. Because the last clip I changed, it's memorized it up here. So when I create a new clip, it then puts that scale into that new clip, which is interesting. So let's maybe do something here as well. Make this 4 bars long. Generate that again. A little bit more density on this one. See what we get. make it my theme tune. Okay, so yeah, this is all going quite nicely, but there's still more to do. Let's have a look at some of the scale-aware audio effects. So we do have scale-aware audio effects as well, such as auto shift. Let's put auto shift onto... What could we do with that? Okay, I'm just going to fill a sampler with loads of just random vocal samples. And I'll rename this to vocals. I'm going to go and get a sampler. I'm going to put that on this track. I'm going to open the zone editor. It's really nice that you can have all of this stuff sort of nearly in one window now. I've got Ableton zoomed like up like loads, but when you're zoomed out, if you've got a nice big monitor, it's really nice. I like what they've done. Where was I? 130%? Let's go back to 130%. 130%. Right, so I'm going to go and get some vocal samples. I was playing with this earlier. Right, so these are some vocal samples. They're just, I don't know where I got them from. You've heard them millions of times. I'm just going to drop them in there. I'm going to right-click the keys in the key zone. I'm going to right-click them all. I'm going to go distribute ranges equally. Now they're just all on their own key. And then I'm going to use the velocity to jump to a different sample offset. So if I press, right, so I'm pressing one pad, but if I change the velocity, it jumps to a different position. Let's just go in here and, well, we could use this seed thing again, I suppose. Let's just do that. All right, click that button. That's fine. Let's listen to this. It sort of actually sounds like it's in tune already, but we need to be sure. So we're going to use auto shift. Let's get auto shift. Let's put auto shift on here, and we can use the scale awareness on this one. Now we need to check that the scale in the clip is the one that we need. We can do that here. So this is C Dorian. That's fine. We can click on one of these. We can see that is C Dorian. So let's just see how that sounds. Bit of a longer phrase. Whoa, what did I just do there? What was that? Okay, right, let's try it now. What's this? Is that the undo? So if you undo, you go, oh, that's interesting. How do I undo that? How do I undo the undo? Like that? Oh, all right, let's just delete them and just do this. Okay, that's, we don't need that many voices. Let's undo that, put that back to 1. Okay, generate again. With that, because we have all of the, you know, there's a huge amount of samples in here. I think there's about 50 or something. And because we've routed the velocity to the start position, as this seed generates notes, it generates random velocities, which means that we're jumping to specific, but some of these samples are quite long. So we're sort of jumping around. We're triggering all of these sounds, but we're also jumping to random points in the sound, which is interesting, maybe. Maybe it isn't. I don't know. I like the way she goes, ooh. That little repetition of that phrase, I think, makes it a little bit more musical. Let's go to this clip. Oh, I was going to record that. Let's turn that off. Hang on a minute. I need to press this button on the push. There we go. Right. Okay. Don't record that. Let's do it again here. Let's set this to 4 bars, generate something here and see if that's worked. So we need to check. Okay. So you can see there that that clip is not the same as the other ones in this scene. So we need to change that. Let's change that to D sharp. Let's see how that sounds. Let's click on this. So now you can see, yes, the auto shift has snapped to the scale mode selected by the clip. Very good. Delete that to generate something new. Maybe a bit more density. The start positions are sort of, you'd have to go in one at a time. You can see that probably some of them have got some space at the start, so I could maybe just I don't really want to do that for all of them. I'll just have a quick look, see how many. I mean, that one, yeah, starting, that's why the timing's a bit off. Yeah, I mean, let's just do a couple more. I might not sleep until I've done it. Oh god, that one. All right. Oh god, I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered. Do it yourself. You do it. I'm not going to do it. So there might be a way to do it with the. Where are we here? With the envelope, the aux envelope. If we set the envelope to do the sample offset to around 100%, I think what we can do is turn all that up, and move the initial up a little bit. Will this work? No, I've ruined it. Oh my god, I've ruined the song. Oh, maybe not the initial, maybe it's the attack. I mean, by itself, that's quite anxiety-inducing. But like in the context of with a beat behind it. Copy that one. Let's take a copy of this second scene. Move that down there. Delete that one. Move that one to there. Go in here. Change the scale. So some of them now are going to be out of the scale. But I believe what you can do is select them all and go fit to scale. Bosh, now it's moved them to D sharp Dorian. Oh, I should have just done that. So now we've kind of got the phrase from the first. Well, actually, it didn't really sound that good, but I did it. So that's something you can do anyway. I really like this first one. The reason why is because they're on different samples on different keys. Okay, that didn't work. That would have worked better with a synthesizer. So if you wanted to like move everything to a new scale, you could go fit to scale, which could be interesting because really what we're doing is just transposing. But if you went to like a completely different root note and a different mode or scale or whatever, technically that should work. I'm not going to do that, but you can do that yourself. So let's have a look at some of the other scale-aware effects. So we do have the spectral resonator is scale-aware. Let's put that on the drums. Actually, no, first, let's put it on a return track. So you can see that when you put scale aware audio effects on return tracks, they will not, it's not happening. It is just not going to do it. So you can't do that. That's okay. So we will go to our drum track and we will put the spectral resonator on the drum track. We will turn on scale awareness and yeah, let's just see what let's go to this one. So this slightly different because we did not set the scale in the drums clip, but that's okay. That wasn't actually what I wanted to do. Instead, I wanted to sidechain from the chords. So I'm actually just going to turn that off because we can use scale aware clips as MIDI sidechain triggers as well. So if we move to a different clip that has a different scale aware, a different scale mode, scale setting in the clip, then if that's being sidechained to a device like this that has MIDI sidechaining, then it's going to update the scale. So let's try that. But first, I want to group that and have it on its own chain for now. So we will go to MIDI sidechaining. I'm going to choose MIDI from chords 2, turn the polyphony on, and post effects, that's fine. Let's just so now if I go to this scene, yeah, now we're in a different key. Interesting stuff. Nice. But what I'm actually going to do with this is that because we can't have it on a send, so I can't dub it into the spectral resonator, which is a bit of a shame. I'm going to have to sort of do a mock dub in an audio effect track. So I'm going to make a new chain here. And I'm going to go and get the utility. You can use utility or use a filter. Actually, maybe I'll use a filter. Let's go and get the filter, and what we can do is just sort of do a low and then do like a little bit of delay on that. Whoa. Okay. Okay, let's automate. Let's do some clip automation on that. Let's go to show automation. Let's unlink it because the clip is a bar long. I want this to be 4 bars long because that's how long the chords are. So we'll go to the length, which is all the way down here. Let's close the browser. Put the length to 4. And I'm just going to do like a little sort of thing like this, just to open the filter. So we're not really using the scale awareness on this particular device. Instead, we're using the scale setting of a clip so that when we change to another clip, it's going to reflect that. Okay, this is going pretty well, I think. I'll only do 2 scenes for this idea. I think, do I really need that anymore? Let's delete this scene. We don't really need. Whoa, what just happened there? Right, okay, hold shift, delete all those clips. Right, okay. Yeah, sometimes when you sort of click around, tabs are opening and closing. I'm not sure how I feel about that. It's because probably of the settings I have on that particular track. So let's close that down. All right, yeah, I'm just going to listen to it again. I'm just going to listen, have a bit of a tweak. tweak and a listen, a bit of a listen and a tweak. Idea. I'm going to move these down to there. Well, actually, I just duplicate them. So I'm going to delete those ones. I'm going to move these ones down, and then I'm going to go into the clip editor. Now, I'm very determined. Every time I sort of try this, I get this wrong. I really want to nail this. Now, I want to edit the chants on all of these clips. So I believe that all I have to do is hold Shift, 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 click all of those, then do Control A and pull the chants down. And then I've set, no, why? Okay. Oh, do you just need to do them all like that? Okay, no, it's, why? Oh my God. No. I thought that this was something that you could do. Why isn't it doing it for those ones? Do I have to? I'm cross about that. Okay, I obviously need to go and research that. I should really learn these things before I go to YouTube and try and look cool, acting like I know everything about the software. Anyway, so what I've done is I've just pulled the chants down on all the clips on those scenes so that when we it's like a little breakdown, little hesitant breakdown. Let's have a listen. Let's do the same for this scene as well. Let's pull that down here, and I'm kind of determined to have another go. What or maybe I can just do it like this. Maybe like this. Is that going to do it? No. How's that? Maybe like this, or I can just. I thought that you could do them all at once. Is that working? I think maybe I'm slightly... Maybe I imagined that. Okay, let's do these ones here. Okay, I mean, I've done it. Not the way I was intending to do it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay, so... I'm getting a little bit sort of into this track. I kind of want to make it. I want it to go somewhere. Okay, let's go. Way to just make a bit of a breakdown and just inject a little bit of space. And I mean space is in space between the notes rather than, you know, atmospheric space. Okay, key change now. I'd like to try. One thing I'd like to try is to group the auto shift and duplicate it and have this one on a different scale degree so that it harmonizes. Let's go up 2. Let's try this first one by itself. Sounds a bit scary. Not really as what this scale degrees thing is a little bit... When you're in the scale mode... Okay, I have a slight rant. I want to get it out of my system whilst it's in my system. There's a slight problem. I don't like to criticize Ableton. They're doing great work. There's a slight problem, though. When you go into scale aware and you're working in scale degrees, this, in my opinion, can get a little bit confusing because most of us, my music theory is good enough. Some of us have 0, but I think most of us understand that a lot of scales, certainly diatonic scales, have 7 notes in them. But when they're going with this scale degrees thing. So if I was to lock the chord to the scale mode, and I go to 1 scale degree, I'm not actually playing. It's not 1, it's 2. It's the second note. 0 would be the root note. So if we were in C major, I'll do this. I can do this like on a whole new scene here. I can make a clip here and I can say that this is C major. And then I can go back here. So 0 scale degrees means C. 1 scale degree means D, but D is the second note. So if I want to do a major third, I would think, I would go, what would I do? Well, I'd go to the third one up. But that says it's the second scale degree, which I find confuses me. I don't know what you could do about that. The way that I go around it is that I don't scale aware the chord. I actually turn it off and put a scale after it that is scale aware. So that way I can do it just purely in sort of semitones. I'm quite good with intervals and that, so that I know if I want to do a major third, I actually have to go 4 semitones up. So I know that chord will be a major third. Or if it was in a minor key, that would be a minor third. Just a little problem I have. Anyway. Because I was thinking, I'll tune this up to a 5th, but the 5th scale degree won't be the 5th, it'll be the 6th, I think, or the 4th. Anyway, let's see if this has worked. Kind of not so good. The timing's not great. I'm not that bothered about it, but that is kind of interesting because even though that we've shifted the scale degree, so the scale degrees are really good because then you can harmonize things, and because it's scale aware, it'll lock to whatever scale is set in the clip. So I was able to harmonize that vocal, but also have it change scale when I move to another clip. I like that very much. I'm just not sure about this system. Okay, so there was, gosh, this has been a long video. If you're still watching, leave a weighing scale emoji in the comments. Does a weighing scale emoji exist? Maybe. I thought I saw maybe something. just leave an emoji. So what we've done that there, it's all been very good fun. It's very successful. It's worked out. It's been quite easy, but we have to do it across multiple tracks. I want to do it now on a drum rack and show you that it's that you can do this in a drum rack as well, and actually that it kind of gives you some things that aren't available in the standard session view. So I think maybe I will just save this now. I think I can just click the save button on. Actually, I'll do collect all and save. Collect all and save. I saved it earlier. Okay, good. Oh, it's hot. It's hot today. Right. So, yes, I'm going to get all of these. I'm going to minimize them down a little bit, give myself a bit of space. Then I'm going to go and get a drum rack. Let's go and get the drum rack and put that in there. And maybe go and find... kick drum. Where are my kicks? Oh, God, there they are. Right, here they are, right. Oh, my gosh. That one's all right. Yeah, that'll do. I want to keep with this sort of mellow vibe. 92 BPM. Let's go and get some snares. Find some snares here. Where are my snares? Snares. There we go. I never go in these folders. I only want... Oh, that one was all right. Okay, let's do that one. And let's go and get a hi-hat. Where are the hats? Hats. Yeah, hats. It's the heat. That one. Okay. What was I doing? I was doing something like this. Something like this. Switch this to eighth notes. Whoa, what did I just do there? Okay. Let's randomize the velocity a little bit. Goodbye. Right, let's try this. Oh, a little bit loud. Okay, right, what have we got here? What's going on? Oh, that one there, like that. Okay. Okay, that hat. That's where do we do? Where? Here we go. Wow. Not much better. Okay. Bit higher. Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, okay, cool. A bit mellow, bit more mellow. Right, okay. So, yeah, now we can do scale awareness in a drum rack. And so we're going to put loads of instruments and scale aware MIDI things in here and do it all from a drum rack. This is kind of fun because you only have to do it on one clip. Let's see what we can do with that. So we could do, basically, we'll repeat the process that we did over here, but we'll do it in one instrument. So I could maybe just copy, what was that synth I used? Yeah, let's just take body bass. All right, let's copy that, go back to the drum rack, go in here, we'll paste it in here, paste. I'll just go to my, right, that's too high for a bass, so we'll go in here, we'll go to the I/O, open this all out, and put that down. Maybe even lower. No, that's too low. C1 is fine. Okay, same thing we did before, 16th notes. And we will turn off the pen, hold shift, deselect that one. These ones will give them all 50% chance. And then these ones will pull the velocity down and we'll give a little bit of deviation on them all like that. Okay, great. And then let's set the scale in the clip. So we'll go to C Dorian. It's already on C Dorian because that was the one that was selected here. So when you create a new clip, it's going to do it to what? It's a little weird. It's a little weird, but I'm starting to get used to it, and I'm starting to kind of quite like it. So what was I doing? Yeah, let's go and get the MIDI effects here. Let's get the random. Let's put the random on this bass thing and put the scale aware button on, set this to bi, so it'll go either side of the root note. 50% chance. Okay. I'm just going to get an electric now. Where's electric? Just dump that in there. And then here we'll just sort of do... Okay. Slightly less chance on those. All right, so I'm going to... well, despite everything that I just said in my rant a few minutes ago, I will use the chord with the scale awareness on because it's quite fun to randomize the voicings with the random thing that is also in scale aware mode. Let's do something like that. Let's go and get the random, put the scale awareness on that, put that up really high, and then take a copy of that, put that after, slightly less chance. So again, what we're doing is we're randomizing the note that then snaps to a chord, the root note. The chord will snap to the root note, but then this random will add a little bit of more random on top. A little bit more note length. Let's legato these notes. Where would we do that? That's there, isn't it? Legato. There we go. A little bit high in pitch, so I'll just use the pitch thing here. I like that you can just go down an octave with that button there. Okay. We could maybe do like another lead. Can I just grab all of that stuff from this? Yeah, let's try just grabbing all of this. Let's copy it, go to this drum rack, go in here, paste it in there, see if that works. Okay, and then I could just sort of draw in one note like this, maybe, and we could actually just give that a little bit of chance. Okay. Why don't we expression control the rate on the arpeggiator for a laugh? Because we're at the end of the video now and I'm sweating. It's so hot here in England. It is hot. Random. That maybe slightly. What would be the maximum? Okay. Interesting that the low percentage is actually the highest. That's another weird thing. I can't get my head around. Okay, so let's set that to something like that, and then this one. So. Hey! This Rhodes. Oh, they've changed it. I haven't actually looked at this. It's all different now, isn't it? Synced. Wow. Do I want that or do I want a high pass? Maybe a little bit more note length on that Rhodes thing. Something like that. we can, of course, ping this all open here and mix it here. So if I want to just solo this Rhodes thing. I want to do like a wah-wah. I want like a wah-wah. Ableton, make a wah-wah. I suppose I could just have a dry wet. Maybe a low pass. A wah-wah is like a high pass. Ah, there we go. I was being too aggressive with the amount. There we go, that's a bit more wah-wah. Yeah. Maybe one. It's quite loud. Let's maybe get let's put a limiter on that. Okay. When I open my own jazz bar, this is the kind of stuff we're going to have. In the middle of the day on a Tuesday. Actually, no, it's evening. On a Tuesday evening. Tuesday evening at Ned Rush's jazz bar is going to be generative synth funk. So that's a fun little vibe. So yeah, now if I wanted to change the scale, let's just copy that, go into this clip and change the scale down here. So let's do the same thing. Let's go like a minor third up to D sharp and play this one. Now everything is going to move to that scale because all of the devices, all of the MIDI effects with the scale awareness on are going to snap to this, which is set in the clip. That's kind of fun. I like that. Sort of moving around all the keys like this, it's very hard to tell if it's actually working, but I'm convinced that it is because logically I've followed all the rules. Anyway, okay, I think I'm done now. This has been going on for too long. So there you go. That is, I mean, maybe I haven't even scratched the surface. I'm sure there's loads of really fun stuff that you could do with this. But basically what I've looked at is how you can use that in conjunction with scale-aware devices in relation to what happens in the clip. And how you can do that with scale-aware or scale mode-enabled clips and generating, so using these generators and these transformers and all that sort of stuff. And then here we've just done it in one drum rack, which is kind of nice because you only need to change it on one clip. It's fun stuff. Let's have a little listen to our work. Oh, No, don't record that clip. Don't record that clip. Right, I have to press that button on the push. Okay. Don't record that clip. Let's listen to this one first. And let's just kick back. Kick back, everyone. My favorite. I'm gonna rename this Fave. I'm gonna rename it Flavor Fave. There we go. Shit. Okay, there we go. Right, collect all and save. I think I'm going to go and put this on Patreon now, where if you would like to support this channel, you can do so there, and then you can download this set plus many, many, many more going back 10 years now. Ableton stuff, MaxMSP stuff, other bits and bobs. You can get private tuition if you want, or you can join the Hangout thing that we do. We have a little Hangout once a month where we mostly just talk about Netflix. And your kind and generous support goes towards me making more videos like this, which I hope you enjoy very much. I will see you again next time. Cheers. Bye.